Hello everyone, my name is Sagar and I hope you are doing well. In this video, we'll see how we can pass input to Power Automate and how we can retrieve the outputs from our Power Automate. Now, first of all, we'll consider a scenario. So what I will do, from my Copilot Studio, okay, I will simply pass name. Okay, so for example, in my this particular chatbot, I will ask user to enter the name. Okay, and then user will enter some name. So for example, let's say if we enter my name Sagar. Now what I will do, I will simply pick my name Sagar and I will call my Power Automate. I will create a simply a flow here. Inside my flow, what I will do, I will check one of the data table. So for that, I will create a table named as sales responsible, something like that. Sales responsible, okay. So I will create and now, so for example, let's say this user Sagar, whatever sales he have done, it will simply, I should get an output, from that particular Power Automate flow. Okay. So for that, what I will do, I will not use this adaptive card here. So altogether, I will create a new topic here. So let me create a topic. I will start from blank. And here I will say check sales. Okay. And then I will simply click on add button here. I will say ask a question. I think I click on a reply card. I don't want to go with a reply card concept here. So I will simply ask a question here. And here when you are asking question, here also you have multiple options. Okay. So I will choose basic card here. Okay, here what I will do, I will simply say enter your name, something like this. Okay, and I will save this. Okay, let me simplify it. So what I will do, let me delete it altogether. It will become complicated. I will simply ask a simple question. And here I will choose an entity. So I will say users enter response. Here I will say enter your name. Okay. And here I want to change the name of this variable. Let me again click here. Here I can say name. And I can close this. I can save this. And I will say sales check. The name of my topic will be sales check. Okay, I'll wait for this to get saved. And it should be really quick. Now, before you are, calling your Power Automate in your Copilot Studio, make sure you are saving it first. Okay, now this is saved. All right. Now what I will do, I will need to create a flow. Okay, if I go to my notepad, I have created the first part, like asking the question to user. Then I will pass the name to my Power Automate flow. Okay, whatever my user will enter. So for that, I can go to Add a Tool. Here I can say New Agent Flow. Now this will open the Power Automate Designer inside my Copilot Studio. So you need to have some patience if you are working in Copilot Studio. Okay. Now here you see this is automatically created for you. Okay, so you can click on this got it. So here if you see currently there is no input, but you are going to get an input, right? So you can say name here. I will tell you how actually you will pass it. Now once this will be done, now the next thing is that I need to create a table first. Okay, so what I will do, I will create a table with sales responsible. So for that I will need to navigate to my make.powerapps. Get here make.powerapps.com. Okay, the first thing is that I'll make sure I'm into my correct environment. For now I'm going to publish it, but I need to change because I'm going to use here list row operation, but I don't have that table already available with me. So I will create my table first. It's going to be end-to-end video, so I'm not going to do anything. I will do everything at runtime. And now I will change my environment as I'm doing everything in my dev1 environment. So I will choose my dev1 environment. And then I will create a table. So instead of me creating table, I will ask my Copilot to create table for me. So I can say get started with Copilot. Here I will say, please create a table for me named as sales responsible. PUNS responsible. There should be there I can say there should be at least 6 columns, and you should at least have 20 records, 20 dummy records. Make sure name field is available for sure, and I will say generate. Okay, now it will take few seconds and it will prepare everything a schema for you, and you can simply say I agree with you. If in case you want to do some tweaks, you can do that as well. Okay, so here you see sales responsible name, email, phone number, blah blah. I will say I'm good with it, and I can say save and exit. I will say save and exit, and you can see the tag here generated with AI, and here you can interact with it, and you can do what. And then I will go to all. Here I will search for that brand new created table, that is sales responsible. Yeah, here you see my table is ready, and let me check the data as well. Okay, so I should get some data. Okay, it is still loading. Okay, here if you see, my data is also ready, I can click on this edit button and it will show me users. Now let me see if there is any. Okay, there is no record got duplicated because I think it's a primary key. Okay, it's business required. Okay, yeah. So let me go back to my flow now. Okay, now what I will do, I will test with any one of that user and it will give me all the relevant information regarding that user. Okay, for that I am now going to simply call my this Dataverse connector. I can say I can search for Dataverse here. I will click on see more, and here I will simply search for my list row action. Now I need to choose my table here, but before that, as I'm signing it for the first time, I can choose my connector name. So here's test, and I will sign in. I will use OAuth here because as I'm just doing demo. Okay, So I think the browser has blocked here, so I will click here and I will say allow, and I will sign in again. It will ask for my sign in, and I will go ahead and will do that. I will say allow access. I'm doing it for the first time, so that's why it is taking some time. Now I will search for my table, that is sales responsible. Okay. And now the second thing is that I want the data of a particular record. Okay. So for example, here the first thing is I will need to click on this edit column. Here I need to get my correct logical name. Okay. So remember, like when you are doing a OData filter in your Power Automate action, you will need to use logical name. So I will click it, and here I can go to my designer. I will simply say filter rows. I'll put here. Okay. Then I will say EQ for equals to, and then I will check this one name, and you will get the data in this name from your Copilot Studio that I will show you later on. And you can click here. Okay. And simply close this one out. Okay. Now here it will give you data, right? Now once you will get a data, you will get a lot of fields. Okay, so for example, you see this particular table have a lot of fields. Okay, but if you go here, you will get this, blah blah, all these fields. But let's say you are only interested in this field, like for example, this sales responsible name, email, phone number, and reason. Okay, you are interested in, or let's say you are only interested in this field, name, email, and phone number. Okay. So you want to pass these three information. Okay, so for that, what you will do, I can click on my this button here. I will choose select here. Now all these things I have already completed in Power Automate basic part. What is the use case of select, how to use this database operation, so you can check out that. And here I am going to use the select data operation. Okay, and now here what I will do, I will simply get the value from here. Okay, so I can choose body value here. Okay. Now I need to do mapping. Okay, so for example, I need name. I can see here sales person name, and here I can get my value. Okay, let me expand here. So here sales responsible name. Okay, see, right, this is exactly. Then I need email. Okay, so here I will get a good label. I will say email, and let me click here, and I can search for my email here. Here we go. Okay, then I need phone number as well. So I can say phone number. Again, I can search for my phone number here. So you can also make sure you are choosing the correct label. So it's phone. So phone would be the correct one. Now your this data is ready, and you should pass it to your Power Automate. So for that, you can use this respond to agent button here, and click on add output, and click on this text, and you can see here sales person data. Okay, and here you can simply pass this output. Okay, and here you can give a good name. For example, you can say fetch salesman data, and let me publish it. Okay, so let me again tell you what we did. We added this name variable here. Okay, and then we use this list rows operation here. We search the sales responsible is equal to this name, and inside this name, I will go back to agent. I will come back here later. Okay, so I will wait for it to get loaded. Okay, now here the beautiful thing is that your action will be automatically added. Okay, Now, as you added the name text box at the end, at the beginning, so that's why you will need to enter your name here. So whatever name you will get from here, you can pass it here, right? So you can click on this and you can pass this name here, okay? And then you will get the data of your sales personal data, okay? So you can simply send a message and you can display this data here. You can say complete contact information of sales person is, and then you can use this salesperson data here, okay? So let me show you, test it out, then it will make sense for you what I did at what step. So you need to follow the exact steps, then only you will work, then only your this will work. So let me write this check sales here, so I can say check sales. I'll press enter. Okay, now the next thing is that I need to enter a name. So for example, I'm interested in data of this, let's say Paul. I will copy this and I will say Paul. I want data of Paul. Now what it will do, it will call your Power Automate, okay, and it will pass Paul data. It will check the Paul data in this particular table, and here you see the complete contact information of salesperson is name is Paul, email is this, phone number is this. Isn't it beautiful, right? So you get all the information easily, right? So this is how you call your Power Automate from your Copilot Studio. You pass some inputs and you also get some output as well. Okay. Now let me tell you from beginning what we did, or you can say I'm going to summarize this. First thing is that I added a trigger here. I simply added check sales. Okay. Then I asked a question to user. Whatever the user will enter, I'm going to store that information inside this name variable. Okay. Then I saved it. Okay. The first thing is that the trick is you need to save it. Okay. Now once you save it, then I simply click on this add node. I click on add a tool. I click on this new agent flow. Okay. Now once I click here, then I will click on this new flow details. Okay. Yeah. So once I click there, then it navigates me to this flow designer, inside my Copilot Studio. The first thing is that I added a input here. Okay, that is name. Okay, you need to add it. Once you will add it here, and once you will publish it and you will go back, automatically inside your Copilot Studio, this will become a mandatory thing. Okay, you need to pass name. Then what I did, I runtimely in this video itself, I created a table using my Copilot named as sales responsible. And there, I was interested in this field, sales responsible name, email, phone number. Okay. So I created this table. Then what I did, once my table is created, I added the list row operation of dataverse. Then I selected my correct table, that is sales responsible. Here, now since I'm going to, this will display me all the records of this particular table, but as I was only interested in a particular user, whatever I will ask from my chatbot, so that's why I applied this filter over here. So for that, I simply, copied the logical name. That is what I can do. I can go to my table. I can click on edit column. I will expand this advanced option. I can click this logical name. You need to remember this is case sensitive, so making it capital or small or adding extra amount of space will destruct this particular flow, so you need to make sure that part. Now this is only going to get you the data of this particular salesperson, whatever you will enter here or whatever you will enter in your chatbot. Okay, and then I added the select operation here. I selected the body value, then I provided some good labels, and from here I simply selected data. Then here inside this respond to is and connector, I again give a good name here like the salesperson. Okay, and here I added output. Okay, And here also you can give a good name to your this flow. Okay, but I'm not going to do it. And now let me come back here. I will come back again. And let me wait for this to get loaded. Yeah. So here, when we created that input, right here, it will display automatically here. The condition is that you should publish it and you should save your flow at this particular step. Okay. Then you will get output here. Now, once you have your output here, you can easily leverage it wherever you want. Okay. So I said complete contact information of salesperson is, and I will get all those data that I have selected inside my select operation in my Power Automate. So this is how you can, send the inputs and you can get outputs from your Power Automate, but using Copilot Studio. Thank you for watching this video.